I don't ever want to be known as a nigga who farm niggas on this platform, even though that's how this platform goes. It feels nasty to me, but a lot of niggas are starting to side with DDG. And like I said, I didn't want to farm this, but I do feel compelled, and I feel I have a responsibility as a young man who's the same age as him to counteract those ideas. But before I get into it, I want y'all to know my initial opinion on DDG, so we can look at the DDG situation. Worst case and best case scenario. Best case scenario is he actually didn't do the things that he's alleged of, the reason the restraining order is in place, and Haley has somehow used her celebrity status to expedite a restraining order and get it pushed through, and she's somehow using the legal system to prevent this hard-working father from seeing his son.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's best case scenario.
Yeah.
And even inside that best case scenario, that's none of our fucking business. That is baby mama and baby daddy drama that we should not be aware of. That was my initial opinion on this shit. My initial opinion was, let's not have an opinion, everybody. And I think that opinion worked on my community. Last week, that was the date that was set in May for the actual first hearing for Haley's and DDG's restraining order. And during that hearing, DDG filed a countersuit. He said that he was filing for sole custody of the son, saying that Haley possesses an immediate threat to my safety and emotional well-being, and more importantly, to the stability and safety of our son. So that got filed the same day as their first court appearance. The judge immediately denied that shit. The judge said, denied for now. We can push that back until we actually get a stable hearing so we can look at that. But for now, she's allowed to go to Paris or France or like wherever she's going to go shoot her film. Inside Haley's original filing, she accused DDG of starting drama and bad-mouthing her to his fans. And inside Haley's initial restraining order, one of the things that was said is that he cannot talk about her or her child on stream or publicly. But DDG, the sick man that he is, found a workaround. I can't talk about you, but I can file a suit against you. Inside this suit, I'm gonna include a bunch of screenshots, a bunch of new screenshots never ever seen before. Because technically, I'm not breaking my restraining order. I'm countersuing. Do I think DDG thought he was gonna win this countersuit? No. Why do I think he thought this? He said that Haley possesses an immediate threat to my safety and emotional well-being. A lot of the screenshots that he posted inside that countersuit was from 2022. Screenshots are 3 years old. If she posed an immediate threat, why are you just now countersuing? If she posed an immediate threat, why are you only counter filing a suit and not filing the initial suit? You know why? Because it was never about her being actually emotionally and physically unstable. It was about him being able to put these screenshots out and win over the court of public opinion. Here's my issue. A lot of men specifically in the timeline, and some women too, just look for an opportunity to say, oh no, the woman was also wrong. Niggas wanted me to be like, did you see the new Haley screenshots? She's also wrong. Let's talk man to man right now. Women folk, close your ears. I'm talking man to man right now. Men, are we listening? If you knew the bitch was crazy, why you get her pregnant? There's text messages from before she was pregnant and you still decide to get her pregnant? Grown-ass man can't hold his own nut. You want me to feel bad for a nigga who can't hold his nut in his pants? Yeah, let me tell you something. I feel no sympathy for that nigga. I know a lot of you saying, Dom, this sound like red pill talking points coming from you. Dom, you're not a red pill nigga. Why are you giving me these red pill talking points? How much different is DDG's content from Fresh and Fit if you look at it? In both Fresh and Fit and DDG's content, women are not fully autonomous humans or beings. In Fresh and Fit content particularly, the women are there to be dunked on, and only to provide further evidence that women are gold-digging, promiscuous women that they preach on every single episode. Now, in DDG's content, the women are used differently. The women are used to be dunked on. The women are used to be props for the male gaze. The women are there to be conquered, never to learn them or listen to them, but simply to be objectified for a young man audience to further the idea of the male power fantasy. So when I give you these red pill talking points, I'm giving you these red pill talking points because it's obvious that DDG fancies himself as a red pill guy. And if you're a red pill man, one of the pillars of those ideologies is the idea of traditional masculinity, the idea of traditional masculinity, and you are not upholding those ideas. If you want me to look at those text messages and be like, Haley was also wrong, for sure. But as a man, be a fucking man and stand up for yourself, nigga. All of this shit is red pill, Manosphere adjacent content. When we talk about the rebranding of the Manosphere, I'm appealing to their talking points. Okay, cool. She's crazy. Why didn't you be a man and leave her? What I'm doing right now is appealing to red pill ideologies to dismantle them from within. I could easily be leftist about it, but they don't understand that. They don't understand they don't understand that. I'm appealing to how they think. This how these niggas think. Oh, women are crazy. Women are nuts. Then why'd you get her pregnant? The truth is that these niggas talk about the power and balance between men and women in our society, where we're talking about masculinity and femininity, and we're talking about misogyny and patriarchy. The only time these niggas use that is when it doesn't benefit them. If we're being honest, if I could talk from a left perspective now to appeal Chubbs, if I could talk from a left perspective now, a lot of these niggas don't realize that inside our patriarchal society, there are gender roles placed on both men and women, right? We see men as stoic, less emotional beings, and we see women as over-emotional, hyper-emotional beings. The idea that Haley is this over-emotional being is very much aligned with the gender role that is placed on her by the patriarchal society we live under. The problem is, you niggas don't give a fuck about gender roles and the problem with patriarchy until you are affected. You niggas don't say a word when you are a direct benefit of patriarchy. And you niggas are beneficiaries of patriarchy all the time, and you don't say no words about it. Know why? Because you get something from it. But the moment that you are not able to benefit from our patriarchal society, that's when you're gonna be, I'm like, whoa, it's not fair. It's not fair. Suck my dick, you bitch ass nigga. Fuck that. Now that I got that portion of it out the way, because I think that was important for me to acknowledge. This leads me to my next point. Chubbs was doing it today, where Chubbs is talking about how my language is wrong. Dom, you're framing it wrong. Let me tell you something. I frame shit on purpose. I frame shit a certain way to reach a certain audience. Today specifically, I framed it this way because I was trying to appeal to red pill ideologies, to those niggas who are falling down that pipeline, to be like, look how dumb they look. Look how dumb they sound when you hold them up to the light. I'm talking about this because inside my last DDG video I made a point about how this girl who I know, and I called her my ball, how she asked me to go to the bus stop with her because some niggas bothering the bus stop. And a bunch of niggas left comments saying shit like, don't call women bitches. Don't call them my ball. That is misogynistic language. The way I frame shit on purpose. I can't talk over their heads. I frame shit the way I frame shit on purpose. And if you don't get it, it's not for you. I'm sick and tired of you niggas policing my language. My language is not to be policed. Don't get lost in the sauce. Chubbs, I know that you are a baby left the same way as me. So you hear me talk this way, you thinking to yourself, El Dom, that's bad language. And I'm like, yeah, it is. But the purpose is to talk to a certain type of nigga. And you may be asking yourself, Dom, well, I don't know any of these niggas in real life. Why are you talking to these niggas? Go outside, broski. I posted this on my community page on YouTube. Topics discussed in a barbershop. These are real topics. I had to go sit inside a barbershop and hear these topics while I was getting a fade. Michelle Obama is a trans woman. By the way, I cleaned this up. They didn't call her a trans woman. They called her a man. Though she worships the devil. Their exact words was, the song Anxiety is trying to conjure up some spirits. I heard that in the barbershop verbatim. Diddy getting out of jail. And by the way, the other barber knew this because his cousin is a lawyer. There are tons of Negroes, tons of niggas who I'm trying to speak to who don't understand the problem with our society and don't understand these ideas. Facts. Like, I'm not making none of these are real conversations. I had to sit through and listen to. And you niggas talk about some of your language. My language is for the people I'm talking to. My language is for a very particular kind of nigga. Every time I think of idea or I think about a topic and I'm like, how do I explain this to somebody? My first thought is, how do I get my younger brother to understand the idea I'm trying to say? My younger brother, Jacquez, He is a father of 3 at 20. What year is this? At 25 years old, 3 kids. He works at McDonald's. Lives with his girlfriend in Islandtown. He doesn't have the time and resource that I have to learn leftist ideas. He doesn't have it. I do. My role in my role inside this society is to be as much as a funnel for leftist ideas as I can. If that means sometimes I gotta speak their language to get the niggas to listen to me, shut the fuck up, you stupid ass leftist niggas. Don't talk. It's not for you. What I'm saying is not for you. Y'all get the ideas. Y'all understand it. And respectfully, we love you and we applaud you. But that's not who I'm speaking to. When I came onto the scene, I talked about how a lot of the leftists, the online leftism, especially black online leftists, are smelling each other assholes, sucking each other dicks, not talking to niggas that are down here. That's the role I want to occupy. If I only exist in this space to be a funnel to get niggas to go listen to FD and go listen to Lil Bill, more experienced niggas in this space, that's fine. But that's my place. That's my place. That's my place. There is a rhyme and reason behind everything I say, chat. Wallahi.
Potty mouth. Stop playing.
Well, hello, potty mouth.